leadership, organizational development, and mental performance. Stephen Johnson, who is the CEO at Abilene Christian University, Dallas's campus, was very involved in this program. And then we have 2 players that have gone through the course in the fall. The pitcher TK Roby, infielder Jonathan Ornelas. So I appreciate it, and we'll start with Ben.
Yeah, first off, thank you everyone for coming to this kind of launch of or announcement of the Rangers U, powered by ACU, as we like to call it. Thanks, John, for coordinating this today. Obviously, a thank you to Chris Young, our ownership group, who have really been a huge supporter in what we've been building and the development of this initiative. So obviously, very thankful to Stephen and the ACU staff for their creativity, their determination, their passion for this program, and being really receptive and navigating some of the crazy ideas we like to throw out at him, and just really the goal to make it happen and build out great programs for our staff and our players. So couldn't be more thankful for all that you guys have poured into this program. Most of all, I want to thank players like J.O. and TK, who are the early adopters of this program and really kind of trusted in the vision and what we were building, and kind of jumped in fully from the start. So appreciate you guys being part of that. To date, we've rolled out the custom programs for the players, fully bilingual, fully virtual, in programs that we feel like align with the core principles of their development, maximize their development as players, and really excited to continue on building the second iteration of this program, looking towards the fall semester. So that's sort of the undergrad player pathway program that we've launched with ACU. To date, we've have staff members participating in that program, pursuing undergrad degrees. We have staff members that have enrolled in master level classes, PhD programs. So the reach of this program is extending far beyond, which we're really excited about. The university has also been a partner in personal and professional development seminars that we've held throughout the off-season for our staff, and currently, myself included, are enrolled in an intensive Spanish class with about 30 staff members across all areas of baseball operations. So again, the reach is far wide. Also, this off-season, a contingent of front office staff participated in a MBA level 8-week organizational development course, which really kind of accelerates their development as executives on the front office level. Really what all these programs and numbers really mean to us is this is our continued mission to create a culture of lifelong learners, to provide an environment of growth and development for both players and staff, and really just provide a place where people have the opportunity and resources to thrive on and off the field. We believe that people are and always will be our competitive advantage. By helping these individuals optimize their potential, it creates a more dynamic player development atmosphere and a shared leadership culture with an exponential impact on players, their teammates, and their peers. These programs are just the beginning of what we hope to offer for our staff and our players. And at the end of the day, what really provides me and I think the organization so much excitement about this partnership is the belief that the holistic human development will help maximize the high performance on the field as we work towards building that sustainable championship level organization that you guys have heard so much about as our goal and mission the last few months. The personal work taking place off the field will certainly show up on the field, and that's our goal for this program and here today. And with that, I'll turn that over to you, Stephen.
It's been an incredible privilege to come alongside the Rangers, to get to know Ben, his passion, and see his leadership on behalf of not just the organization, but he cares deeply about players and people. And to be invited to come alongside and participate in this is a great privilege for us. And what I would tell you is that what we've built together is more than just courses for players to take. We're building a relationship on shared values and shared mission. We believe that the most important work that can be done is how we participate together in pouring into each other so that we flourish in who we are, in whatever arena that manifests itself. And so these courses are the first manifestation of that. I think Ben talked about, you have the fact sheet in front of you that describes some of those courses in leadership, development. The course is really inviting players like these guys to reflect upon who they are and who they are as leaders, as people, their giftedness, their strength, the influence they have as individuals. That pertains to baseball, but it pertains to life, right? So that kind of investment, I think, is powerful and really, really important. Course in mental performance, which is increasingly, I think, important in all arenas and aspects of life. And the way in which we've gone about developing these is to partner with the Rangers and collaborate with them in the design of them. So Ben has been a lead partner. He's been like a co-instructor, a co-internal subject matter expert for us, so that when we build these courses, they're not just standalone academic courses. They're really infused with the vision, the passion, the particular language, and the concepts that the Rangers want to instill in those participants who take these classes. Same case in mental performance. And so Hannah Huseman, director of coordinator, sorry, right, get the right title, coordinator for mental performance, participated in the creation of that class as well. When we thought about two additional courses that the players, these guys are, I was just checking in, just currently they're in class right now. Doesn't look like it, but they're in class right now. A course in multicultural communication. And again, we arrived at these courses as the first courses we built because the Rangers said, hey, these would be really important things to begin with. And so they're engaged in that course. And we, lastly, we were thinking about other options. And I think, Ben, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was Chris Young who said, I think what would be really valuable for our players, particularly our younger players, is a course in baseball history. They need to know more about the history of their game. And I thought that was insightful. And so we set out to build a really media-rich version of a course in baseball history and culture that talks about the evolution of the sport, its place in not only American culture but global culture. These are media-rich courses. In fact, there's a link on your fact sheet to a website where there are course introduction or course trailers that give a really good sense of the content and the customization of these courses for Rangers players. If you'd like to view those there, I would encourage you to do so. Really great stuff. And then the way, as Ben, as you mentioned, that this begins to spread out across the organization, not only on the baseball side, but on the front office side, is really evidence of, I think, Chris's vision, Ben's passion for developing, transforming culture and building a culture of holistic flourishing. So we're thankful for the opportunity to be here with you, Ben, for your partnership, your confidence in ACU and our team, and for all those things that are out in front of us. We've got exciting plans for the future and additional opportunities for these guys. So I'll stop with that. Let me make one introduction and then let these guys talk about their experience a little bit. I think that's next. This is Dr. Darrell Jones. He is executive director for the work that ACU is doing in sports and with the Rangers in particular. And so should you have additional questions later, Darrell might be a good guy to talk to as well. So thank you, Ben. Appreciate it.
You guys who wants to go first? I mean, you can be real short. Jonathan, you want to start?
Sure.
Go ahead.
So during my time at ACU, I feel like it's kind of been tailored towards the players, which I really like. During kind of the winter and the off season where you have time to take those courses, the courses were a little bit, you had more to do, so it felt like I was getting what I needed during baseball, but also having enough time to do my classes So I kind of like how it's kind of built around the player's schedule and having enough time to do what I need to do baseball-wise, but also get in my education portion, especially because my parents were always big into education. And so now, kind of during more transitioning towards the baseball side, it's kind of there's still tough classes. You still get what you need. You still learn, but the teachers are more lenient and they understand that, hey, you're busy and that you have a ton to do during the day and then also kind of in the afternoons. So you still get what you need, but you're still learning and still being productive on and off the field. So I kind of like how they kind of build it tailored towards the players. So I kind of like how it's been designed.
Great to hear.
Okay, anything to add?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that, just to start, like one of the reasons that I kind of got into, ACU and was kind of, I wanted to kind of expand outside of baseball and kind of find something to kind of challenge me outside of, what we do on a daily basis as far as like getting better on the field. And also kind of part of, I think, developing in the baseball world and in real life is like kind of finding your identity outside of baseball. And one of those things that I've been able to add to, what I would think my identity is as a student again, not really taking classes since high school. So that's been great. And honestly, the Rangers and ACU kind of partnering and making it really easy to do that has been great. And
Yeah,
I know we greatly appreciate it.
that's awesome. Yeah.
Questions? Any questions? Wait for the mic.
So how did this start? Like, did you approach ACU? Did ACU approach you? Tell me where the seed of all of this came from.
I mean, I think it really started more on a business partnership side, more of a sponsorship opportunity for the university, and I think we both just try to be kind of mutually opportunistic and say this can be more than just outfield signage. This can be something that we can build out for our players and sort of my vision for opportunities for our staff and players, and that's why I couldn't be more thankful to partner with Steven, who saw, yes, let's do it, and really just hasn't said no to much throughout the process of developing ideas and being creative and just pursuing different opportunities for our staff, for our players, and offering kind of multifaceted opportunities for them.
So you said there's already been a fall course. Like, when did this all kind of start to take shape?
You mean when did the courses run, or when did we start development?
Development.
So we started conversations probably nearly a year and a half ago on the concept. Hey, what if we work together? And I think as we were having the business conversations, the Rangers were pretty forward in saying, we'd like for this to be a really meaningful partnership. What are the ways that we could, beyond the business arrangement, the sponsorship, that we could, and so we began exploring those options, got connected to Ben very early on in his role, and began to work on that. So they've been in development. As we said, we took some time to listen and say, well, okay, Ben, what do we want to do, and how can we bring the best of what the university is and what we do together with what the Rangers are trying to build, and really do something, customize something together. So the first courses ran. I think we began promoting in the fall towards the end of the season.
Yeah, basically instructional league. We towards the end of the minor league season, I kind of went out to the affiliates and just said, hey, we're building this. It's going to be ready for the fall. And then we made a kind of a pitch and a push during our instructional league season. But it was really incredible how quickly they took the content we presented and built out full courses from there. It was really impressive.
And there's just one quick follow-up before I turn this over. So just logistically speaking, are these in-person classes? Are they on video?
Online.
Online.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So these guys, as the season ends and they may be in different places, they have the flexibility. I think that's what you were referring to. The flexibility within the day, because their schedules are demanding, but also during the course of a week, if there's a day, wherever they are, wherever they travel, whatever their schedule's like, the online courses are designed to give them that kind of flexibility.
Ben, so you guys started promoting this at the end of the season. How many players went through this in the fall?
Yeah, I think we've got on the fact sheet, or we can get those numbers to you, but I would say close to 30 players. And I think even the more impressive layer to this is ACU developed a fully English course and a fully Spanish course. So we do have some of our Latin American players participating in that segment as well.
TK, you mentioned the idea of wanting to expand something outside of baseball. So were you looking for something like exploring the idea of taking some courses this fall before Ben and player development kind of came to you and said, we've got this opportunity?
Yeah, it was kind of something probably somewhere around mid-season that I had thought about, just because with the past and like rehab, and I was just trying to be healthy. I kind of got through part of the year, and I'd been feeling good, so I was kind of looking to expand like during the off season when I would have some time to kind of do something like that. And it's been something that, you know, like education's always been important to me. Both of my parents are in education, so it's been something that I wanted to do. So.
And so just the last thing for both you guys, J.O., you as well. Have you been able to take anything from that first block and say, okay, I can apply this to make myself a better performer, a better player?
I would say for sure, especially with the first courses that we took. I haven't finished the second half courses yet, but the first half courses we took, where one of them was leadership, so it taught you how to develop your leadership abilities and kind of stuff like that. So I feel like they're made to help us better ourselves on the field and even off the field, especially because like they were saying, like we might have some type of influence on different types of people. So being able to influence people the right way in the right direction is definitely something that's good.
Yeah, I mean, I would say probably, you know, one of those two courses that we took in the first part. Like you said, we haven't finished the second one yet, but one of them was a mental performance, which was extremely helpful. Like, you know, I was a month into the off season, and I was already kind of like, you know, getting tools that I think I'm going to use next year in the season to apply to like my performance on the field. And then the leadership one as well. A lot of it was kind of geared toward finding your identity as a leader. And that was super helpful, just kind of like, you know, you think you know yourself, and then you're able to kind of take a deeper dive on that, and it's been super helpful.
So, is Rangers U like a community college to ACU, and these credits will transfer over into a degree plan, and then they have to
Yes.
they have to finish their electives and
Yeah, these are four academic credit courses, so as they're taking them, they're earning academic credit towards that can be applied to any degree program. So we have that in view, and as we build these out, you see it's block 1, block 2, and then we're designing block 3 and block 4 that provides the foundation, right? So some of them may have some past college credit. They're now accruing more of that. We have the ability to build degree plans at our university, or really they're transferable to any university. And we wanted, you'll notice that there are these digital badges that we wanted a sense of accomplishment. So they're carrying that with them. That's not an academic credit. It's a professional sign of professional development. So in all ways, trying to make this accessible, achievable, valuable to their academic life, to their life as professional baseball players, and beyond.
So you guys want to finish off your degrees?
Yeah, I eventually want to. I think it's a good start, and I've taken classes in the past before, so I think leading up, I definitely want to keep pursuing my degree, and I think it's a great way to start. If people haven't started, it's definitely a good way to get into it.
This was pretty much the start of my degree. I mean, yeah.
Anything else?
Jay, you took like classes at a community college?
I took some at before ACU. I think MLB had a partnership with Northwestern. It was like out of Boston or something. So I started a couple classes there. And then I transferred to GCU. I was supposed to take courses at GCU, but my offseason got super busy. I think this was 2 or 3 years ago, and I didn't end up taking them there. But then as soon as I heard that it was going to be easier, especially because GCU, it was a little tough because I could take them in person, but it would be because it's right by my house. But it would be kind of tough to kind of work around my schedule, especially if I had to go in person at a certain time where I had workouts and stuff like that. So being able to have the flexibility, like they were talking about, to be able to take these courses whenever I have free time and complete them is beautiful.
So, Jonathan may have just alluded to this, but on a MLB level, but as far as a team level, whether that be in baseball or other sports, does anything like this, does this exist elsewhere, or is this something you guys are doing, like, groundbreaking on?
I mean, I think our primary focus was our people, and what we felt was the best resources and opportunities for our players, for our staff. It was not sort of inspired externally. It was based on kind of opportunistic conversations that we had. So our knowledge, we're not aware of any similar programs. Obviously, there's English Premier League, and they have their academy system that kind of enrolls guys in education more to finish high school. But I think on this level, where it's kind of the secondary courses in education and the MBA course that our staff went through, not to our knowledge, I guess. Long story short.